give us a little analysis on what you thought about today's match. And after tonight's game, what do you think the par score at Chinnaswamy is?
I think even before today's match, the par score was in excess of 200 odd. I think 220, 230 should have been the score that RCB should have got to, especially with the start that they had and the end overs flourish they had all except the last over. Today's match was just nerve-wracking. I think too many twists and turns. There wasn't just one turning point. There were multiple turning points. But where I thought LSG actually nicked it was in how Mark Wood's in the final over, after every other bowler was getting caned, Mark Wood just gave away 9 runs, and also Nicholas Puram's unbelievable batting. So I think those two you can finally zero in on saying that might have nicked the match for them. But like I said, too many twists and too many turns.
Talking about twists and turns, talk to us about Harshal Patel's last over and that missed run out at the non-striker's end.
Yeah, so many things could have actually happened there. Like Harshal Patel, if he had actually managed to hit the stumps, then the match would have been over. And then Dinesh Karthik not collecting the ball properly and letting a bye go. But it could have all ended even before that if Badoni had not actually been out hit wicket, because that was a proper 6, and it would have been brought down the equation to 1 in some maybe 7 balls or 8 balls. So I think there was just too many ifs and buts, so you could actually talk the whole day about it. But yeah, it was nerve-wracking for the fans as well as people who were reporting on it.
Coming to LSG, there was a difference in approach between how Nicholas Puran approached the game and how KL Rahul approached the game. So do you think, there needs to be a shift in approach when it comes to the way KL Rahul goes about the game?
There seems to be some method to what they're doing. I don't know if it's the right method or the wrong method, because there are so many belligerent batters around KL. Like Kyle Mayers can hit the ball, Deepak Hooda can hit the ball, Nicholas Puran can hit the ball. So I think his idea was to just hold one end up. That is the role that he has been of late playing. Even the previous match, he played that on a slow turning wicket. There seems to be a proper plan behind what he is doing. So far, it's been working, but going forward, I still feel he can up the rate a bit. But one more batter of the flamboyant variety is not what they need, is what I feel.
To end it, could you sum up the match in just a minute for us, and what your takeaways from this was?
The takeaways were how they actually managed to be under pressure, LSG. And I would say it was RCB were a bit short in number of runs they scored, especially with the power play, and Kohli, especially having got to 40 odd within the first 6 overs, should have kicked on. Credit should be given to how the bowlers from LSG bowled, because after the power play, they went 3 overs without conceding a boundary. Whereas in hindsight, after the match, if you see how Puran and Stoinis went after the RCB spinners, so how both teams approached the spinners, that was also one decisive factor. And then Mark Wood's bowling in the last 20th over. So these are the phases of play where I thought the match was turning. And credit to KL Rahul and his team for keeping the nerve in most pressure-like situations.